Good afternoon. It is April the 17th, 2017. Time to wrap up today's trading. Take a look at Globex and tomorrow's markets. Tomorrow's market will have the full contingency with Europe back on call. I believe there is an Asian holiday at the end of the week, not associated with Easter, of course, but something. We always have like 2 weeks around Easter. So we'll start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have over or under compensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, we came in today hoping to buy this area right here. Not possible. Had to get long in the 30 area. We had our first selling 34 to 36, then 39 to 40. So the trade at 39 didn't produce much of a gain. So this market is pointed higher and trading higher, and we're going to have a very, very strong P. We had bad economic news on Friday that was countered by China's great economic news over the weekend, so they washed each other out, and we had Europe out of the mix too. We were able to work through this trade and work through both of these trades on the E-mini. This was good for +2. A scratch on the second one. This one exiting right here was good for +8. This one, if you were perfect, was +1, and then it's just a very, very, just nothing. I mean, you're just dealing with scratches. Absolutely no volatility to work with, and you just have to pick a pivot point and put yourself long. So pretty easy to get 10 points and then just get chopped up. And again, this is going to be like in the summer. It just proves the necessity of being there early, trying to catch that first move, because quite often that's all that you do have. Lower high, lower low. We can sell. Failure to take out and hold 23.40, 45 overnight. I'm going to look at a strong P, which says when F1 and F2 are in conflict, trading range. So let's not be afraid to be a seller. So on the assumption that we're going to close right here and that we'll be higher in Globex, we're going to sell 44, 46, and 49 to 50. And again, we've been talking about it on Wednesday last week, that if we can stay below 23.50, the market has a chance to sell. On the buy side, 34, 36 buy 1, 30, 32 buy 2. So we do have some news tomorrow. Starts plus 1.262 million. Permits, these numbers could come in lower given the recent softening of the housing numbers. So permits are lower than starts. For economic growth, when the market is starting to recover, they look at starts. That's the major focus. When the economy's been underway for a while and looks like it might be slowing down, they look at permits. So tomorrow we're probably still looking at starts. The big news tomorrow is industrial production, up 0.4. Number could come in lower than forecast. Manufacturing, plus 0.3. Capacity utilization, 76. So this and starts will be the market's focus on Tuesday. So I think we're going to be a little bit higher in Globex. I don't think we're going to get through 23.50 and hold that without some help from other news. Okay, looking at the bond we came in this morning, and the note said that it would all hinge on the direction of the E-mini. The E-mini was higher, and our market sold. The Treasury sold. So got a very, very weak profile here. We do have a higher low and a higher high. Again, if the E-mini sells, we're going to be higher. If the E-mini rallies, we're going to be lower. It's a pretty simple call. And we have a new distribution lower that started an I period. We had a B before it. Why did the sell side look attractive to us today? Had B's behind us and in the direction of the E-mini. So those aren't difficult calls to make. Right now we're at 26, so 28 to the buck, sell 1. 3 to 7, sell 2. On the buy side, I believe we are headed lower, so we've got this stops beneath that low, so 20 to 24, buy 1. And 13 to 17, buy 2. One of the neat things about when we get into summer-like trading is that it's a really, really good time to learn how to manage trades. Things really, really slow down, and you have to stay in trades for long periods of time. And it teaches you to back your idea and to keep your hand off the mouse, which is necessary. And that'll allow you, when you get to where you can put runners on when you're trading a 3-lot, to be able to let that third one go. And that's very, very important to your growth as a trader. I know everybody, I'll howl about it, God, what's going on? This is slower than molasses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But there are some benefits to be gained from those slow markets. Again, starting in T period, we had selling behind us. The direction of the E-mini on the 30-year was key to what was happening in the E-mini rally, so we sold. So there's not a lot of magic right here. The first trade of the day was the trade of the day until we had this late spill that started an I period. So right now, 16 to 20 is number 1. 23.27, sell 1. 31 to 03, sell 2. Again, it's going to be tied to the direction of the E-mini. 8 to 12 is number 1. 1 to 5, buy 1, lean against the buck. 21.25, buy 2. One of the interesting things about how the Trump administration is handling the uncertainties internationally with no red lines, and what's he going to do next, or what you think he's going to do next, is that we're not talking about it. So they're not telegraphing, they're not aiding and abetting the enemy. They're making the enemy have to figure it out themselves, and with a great deal more uncertainty than they had under the previous administration, and that's a good thing, because it keeps the enemy off balance. They don't know exactly how to play you. Could be anything, so maybe we better not do this. Okay, an outside day in gold, it usually means trading range. Tried to take it higher, failed. Tried to take it lower, it looks a lot lower, as you'll see right here. So right now it's favoring lower prices, and if the E-mini does continue to sell, we will be lower. So here's got several breakouts, but the low volume numbers down here at 1280, and we're at 85. We have a 2-letter ledge at 82. We've got that Asian high at 81. We've got this high over here at 77. So 75 to 80 is pretty good support. Structurally, we've got this 83 area here. It's a low volume number. Then the next low volume number is down at basically 1280. So 80 to 83 is pretty good support. So we'll put 80, 82 as buy 1. And I'm going to put a question mark right here at 84. A lot of it depends on what the E-mini does into the close. I'm guessing it's going higher than 75, 77 for buy 2. On the sell side, last rotate up was 87. We had this low right here at 88. So this 88 to 90 area is sell 1. And we'll make 94, 96 sell 2. Still think the play stops above 1300 longer term. But probably not tomorrow unless we get some help from the news or the E-mini. Okay, tomorrow night we'll have the APIs. Don't know what they'll be. I usually don't see the estimate for that. Crude oil, lower high and a lower low today. Selling, so it's pointed lower. And we're going to get a B on our F2 screen with a couple of lower distributions. So right now, when you look at this screen, it just kind of, we've lost some dishing out like that. So we have a pretty clean break here at 85. We're at 63. We weren't 80 was the so 75 to 53 even is sell 1. 53 1/4, 53.50 is sell 2. Something out of OPEC is needed right now to support the market. I think as long as China makes North Korea cooperate. Why would China do it? To protect their current trade deals with the United States. Making North Korea straighten up and fly right is probably a pretty cheap solution for China. And it is in their best interest. China needs us more than we need them. So we'll see how that plays out. But if China is going to become a guarantor or really work North Korea over, then it really helps everybody's cause in the Far East, and it removes a big dangerous uncertainty associated with North Korea and what in the hell are they going to do next. They can't do much. They don't have an economy. They can't do that. But boy, they could sure wreak havoc on South Korea. I did a little research, and there are bigger weapons out there, but the standard 155 millimeter artillery piece is good for about 11 miles plus. With a rocket boost on it, it's good for about 18 miles. So North Korea's got to have a bigger artillery piece than a 155 millimeter to reach, or specialized barrels or specialized munitions to get there. Okay, on the euro, lower high, lower low. Nice finish though. We're going to be looking at a B, would be my guess. On this screen. Rallied overnight, so yeah, perhaps a G. G's probably a better split. That's probably the splits right there, G. Okay, so we got a B going right now. We're where we were this morning, so 75, 85, sell 1. We had a 95 to 05, sell 2. That looks pretty good still. On the buy side, we'll make it 650 and 625. And that'll do it for this April the 17th. Hopefully everybody going to have a great evening. Things will slow down a little bit, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Had a reasonable day today, given the fact that it was a Monday. The trades come early, though. You just have to buckle up and try to get in early and hold them as long as you can. And with that said, I will see you all bright and early in the morning. You all have a great evening.